Welcome in, everybody, to this Jays Digest live stream. I'm your host, Peter Vryonis. No Nick Gosse today, but I'm going to be reacting to the Blue Jays' loss against the Milwaukee Brewers. They made it close, but they were right there. They were right there. They had the opportunity to come back from a 4-run deficit and just couldn't get the job done in the end. They ended up losing 5-4, and what looked like a very promising road trip, it ends in a sour defeat at the hands of the Milwaukee Brewers. Welcome in, everybody. I'm going to wait for some more people to file in here, but the overall sentiment on Twitter and the overall feeling amongst the Blue Jays fan base after this loss today, not too good. Not too good. And for myself, I think it's one of the more heartbreaking losses that the Blue Jays have suffered this season. Welcome in, Tampa Toy. We got James is here, Russell Johnson. Welcome in, guys. Wait for a few more people to file in here. But yeah, not a great result considering the way that the game started, considering the expectations heading into the game, and I guaranteed a win today. Didn't happen. It did not happen, but it's an unfortunate way to end the series. Got an off day tomorrow to recalibrate, but yeah, some questionable decisions today going to Tim Meza, who has not been good this year whatsoever. Then letting George Springer hit with the bases loaded. I guess that's veteran pedigree taking over because it's hard. It's hard to just pinch hit George Springer, a guy that you pay so much money to, and that's supposed to be one of your guys who has been anything but that. They need to bring up more Buffalo boys. Why is Kirk on this team? He should be in the Mexican League. Well, Kirk's been swinging a pretty hot bat lately, and he had a good at bat to drive in the run right there. So yeah, I think Kirk's been swinging the bat pretty well. But, I probably would take it out Springer in that situation. And Nick said it to me off camera as well, that he would have pinch hit for Springer. I felt the same way, but I guess it just wasn't meant to be. And it's just, this was a bad loss. This was a really bad loss. Shout out to the 50-ish people that are in here right now. Wait for a few more people to file in, get the discussion going. But what's the overall feeling on today's game? But were you proud of the boys for the way that they fought back in that ninth inning, or does this result leave a sour taste in your mouth? Pinch hit for Springer, we would have won. Yeah, in hindsight, yeah. But who knows? Who knows if those same outcomes happen after that. I mean, McGill's pretty nasty, the pitcher, the closer on the Milwaukee Brewers. But, yeah, love Springer, but he sucks right now. Couldn't have said it any better. He does suck right now. And I don't want to crap on the guy because he has had some really good years. And I was really excited when the Blue Jays got him. But that contract, we all knew from the start that it just wasn't going to age well. Shout out to Wayne for the 99 cents. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for the donation, Wayne. And thanks for the membership as well. One of our more valued members as well. Well, what's the overall sentiment on this game today? Well, what's the overall vibe? That's what I want to try to gain here from you guys. I was not happy. I was not happy with this loss. Springer should get traded from Leafs Digest. I guess that's either Darius. Yeah, that's probably Darius. Shout out to Darius and Nick doing a great job over there at Leafs Digest. Hard to trade. Hard to trade George Springer. Guy who's getting paid $25 million who's just not producing. I understand the sentiment. I understand what you're saying, but yeah, I don't think it's a realistic possibility. Another game lost by Schneider, and I'm not talking Davis. Thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. I guess Darius is pretty fired up. Darius must be really fired up right now, because he said Springer should get traded 5 times. That's pretty big time conviction right there. Leafs Digest. Is this Darius? Is it Darius? The Jays have more problems than Springer's contract. What is the biggest issue with the Toronto Blue Jays right now? And let me pop up some screenshots, okay? Peter saying, what else is new? They suck and the baseball is mostly boring to watch. Yeah, the 9th inning was fun, though, apart from the ending. So this was... Sorry about that, guys. Let me just fix something real quickly over here. All right. Well, the screenshots aren't working, but that sucks. I get no, not a rum and coke. It's just a Coca-Cola, just a Coca-Cola. Not drinking on the broadcast. Wouldn't do that. But what's up, Shane? How you doing, man? How you doing? Got to give the Jays a real jolt by firing Schneider. Got to give. Yeah. Okay. Saying it twice. People are repeating themselves a lot today. They want to be heard. They want to be heard. The people are fed up. People are fed up, and I understand it. Time to put the whole offense on ringworm meds. Didn't really help Fernando Tatis Jr. I'll tell you that much. Jays need new management, manager, and players. That's hard to do. So what is the biggest... Endo spams. Who's? Come on, Darius, man. Come on, man. Love your show. Thank you. Appreciate it. What is the biggest problem with the Toronto Blue Jays right now? Darius, don't make me mute you, man. I'm gonna mute you. I don't want to have to do that to a fellow Digest channel, but I'll do it. Runners in scoring position is the biggest issue. Yeah, hitting should have got Cody Bellinger in the offseason. Eddie Rogers did not give the money for Bellinger. Would Bellinger have solved the issues on this team? I know he's better than Kevin Kiermaier. I understand that, but fake account. Yeah, it is. It is a fake account. Ah, yes. Got me fooled. Huh. Fake account. Well, thank you for spotting that. Is it? Hitting is the problem. Need to trade for some offense. The real Leafs. That's right. That's right. Okay, let me hide this. All right. The real Leaf Digest capitalized. Yes. Sorry about that, guys. I thought I was talking to Darius the whole time. What's up with Votto? They spoke about it on the broadcast today, saying there was a sense of optimism about Votto coming back soon. Harold Ballard's ghost. Enzo will be back with another... Oh, that was Enzo? Jeez. I don't understand why people do that. I don't understand that. Is this also him? Corsario? Okay, guys. We got to stop the spamming, all right? We got to stop the spamming. This is ridiculous. Let's figure something out here. Come on now. Jeez. Pray they do something about the hitting coach. Which one? Which one? There's like 13 of them. Bellinger takes the stress off the hitters to hit so they relax and hit. He's not exactly lighting the world on fire, Peter, but I understand what you're saying. And especially at the contract that he went back to the Cubs for, maybe I would have taken a flyer on him, but I don't know. Don't know. Wayne, shout out for the $2, Wayne. How do you say your last name? Is it Swiddick? Wayne Swiddick? Am I saying that properly? Thank you, Wayne. Appreciate it. Need a retool. Trade Kiermaier, Springer, eat some money, and other expiring deals. Bring up Barger and Martinez and see what the kids can do. Lose the offensive coordinator. Yeah, Don Mattingly. I'm right there with you, man. I'm right there with you. They have way too many hitting coaches. A lot of teams are employing that strategy right now, but I can't say I'm too big of a fan of it either. Can't say that. Guys, if you have any questions for me, don't hesitate to ask. But I've been happy with the way that they've played lately, but today was just it sucked. Today sucked. There's no other way around it, and it's really too bad. A 40-year-old Votto doesn't save the lineup. I agree with that. My name is Jonathan. I like the videos. So is the budget going to trade anybody? In like the Blue Jays budget? Don't know about that. I don't know. I don't think they're going to trade anybody. And I said it on yesterday's live stream after the game that I just think they're going to stand pat. That's what I believe they're going to do. And I think that's the worst possible thing they can do, but I don't see them going all in, and I don't see them selling off assets either because there's still people in the seats. They're still selling out a lot of games. Do you think Bichette will become an all-star next season? And do you think it was a bad trade by us? No, I don't think he'll ever be close to an all-star level player. He just never panned out. Think Votto would be up for our hitting coach next year, assuming they dump what they have now. Maybe. That's a possibility. Peter, what's the one realistic move you'd make if you were the GM? It's hard to say right now, but what I do think they're going to do is wait until the deadline, Shane, and I think they're going to go from there. If they're close at the deadline, I see them doing a little bit of patchwork, like getting a reliever, getting another hitter, like a small-time, part-time hitter. I can't see them making a big move for Luis Robert or anything like that. I just don't know if they have the assets, and I don't think it would be smart either. Oh, shout out to Wayne for the 5 gifted memberships. Wow. Shout out. It's awesome, Wayne. Thank you. And you never answered me. Did I say your name properly? That's huge, Wayne. That's huge. Thank you, man. 5 gifted subs. W for real. W Wayne. Do you think the Jays messed up by spending all their time and energy going after Ohtani and should have just spent that time and energy going for Soto? I don't know if it was ever a real possibility for them to get Ohtani, but I don't know if it was possible for them to get Soto either. Because look at what the Yankees gave up to get him. It was a big package. It was a huge package. So I don't think so. No. Yeah, I don't think that was either one was ever a possibility. We got bamboozled into thinking that Shohei was a real thing, but I don't think that was legit. I really think we should have pursued Soler, to be honest. That's an interesting one. He's hasn't been great, if I'm not mistaken. Let's take a look. Yeah, he hasn't been great. He's hitting .209 with 7 home runs. I mean, sure, but I don't know. Yes, but Hernandez wanted to sign back with the Jays last winter, but the great Atkins. How do you know that? Benno? How do you know that? I understand that we're frustrated that Teoscar is hitting a lot of home runs in LA and he's not with the Jays anymore, but how do we know that he wanted to come back? The Dodgers offered him 20 plus million and deferred some of that money. So he's going to make money for the next 5 years just off this one season. Like, that's too good of an offer to pass up, and you're playing in LA. So I don't think the Jays could have matched that or wanted to match that. They have to face the Guardians and Yankees coming up. Yeah, it's going to be a tough month. We've touched on that quite a bit in the past couple of videos. Going to have to figure something out here. Really going to have to figure something out. Peter, what's your opinion on trading one or both of Vlad and Bo this year? Offseason, next deadline. I'm in the camp of trading Bo Bichette. I think you could get some good assets for him. I wouldn't trade Vladdy, but I would try to re-sign him. That's for sure. It's hard to find good hitting shortstops, and I'm sure a team would pay a premium for Bo. But I don't know if he's the right fit for this team anymore. I really don't. What's up, Ryan? How you doing? Bellinger can play defense and hit. That's what Atkins likes. Maybe this offseason, if he opts out, who knows? Time to retool, trade all the expiring contracts, and Bo sign Vladdy and hope Shatkins gets shown the door. This team close to a wild card spot, but no hope in hell of winning the World Series. Yep, I'm right there with you, Tim. Right there with you. I like that. I like that plan a lot. Bo looks checked out. He does a little bit. He has been playing better as of late, but you got to see more out of this guy. You do. Especially for someone who has been so consistent over the past few years, just has not turned it around whatsoever. So yeah, I'd love to see more out of Bo Bichette. What would you guys be okay getting back in return for Bo Bichette? Is it help on the big league team or is it prospects? What would you guys want in return for Bo? That's my question to the chat right now. What would you guys want to get back in a trade if Bo Bichette were to go the other way? Wouldn't trust Atkins making a major trade. I get the Atkins hate, but his trades have been pretty decent. And anyone who says otherwise is just recency bias. The Swanson trade, without it, the Blue Jays don't make the playoffs last year. Luis Arias. Yes, you said it right. And yes, I should have been pursuing someone other than Shohei. They should run after Soto, but it's not too late. We can do that next year. Yankees don't have it locked up yet. Yeah, thanks again for the membership, Swain. That's really cool of you. Appreciate it. Bo to the Dodgers for James Outman and Nick Frasso. Bo and Lindor. I feel like that's a very lateral move. Even though Lindor has been good lately, I don't know if that contract will age well. Personally, for me, Shane, no. I wouldn't do that. But it's interesting. I wonder what the chat thinks of that. But for me, I wouldn't do it. Even though he has been playing well as of late. But no, not for me. Teoscar trade was a salary dump because Eddie Rogers has a lower payroll and they were not going to sign him long term. The Jays have the 7th highest payroll in baseball, $230 million. So I don't agree with that, Pete. I don't. They spend money, but high ceiling young players with term, yeah, need someone to spark the team. Who do you have in mind, Paul, that you'd want to go out and get at the deadline or in the offseason perhaps? Who's one player that you have in mind? Not many. I wouldn't go after Luis Robert, considering what the White Sox are asking for him and his injury history. That's a no-go for me. So I don't know where you guys stand on that. Bo to the Cubs for Owen Casey and other prospects would work too. I like that. I don't mind that. Manny Ramirez. That would have been nice in his prime. I would have liked that. Shout out again to Wayne for the gifted subs. Appreciate it. The gifted members, I should say. Pete Alonso. Just like that, or in a Bo trade? Pete Alonso. Interesting. So I guess you play Vladdy at third base every day? Don't know how I feel about that. If Bo's traded, I want a good outfielder who hits with power. Go prospects. We ain't beating the Orioles with this core. Soto is available, free agent. It's going to cost a lot of money. A lot of money. It is Juan Soto, though. It's Juan Soto, but it's a lot of money. What's your opinion on Manoah coming back to the team next year? No, I don't think the Jays should move on from him. No way. Especially not after the signs that he showed this year. I don't think so. That wouldn't be smart. It sucks because his progress got halted. He looked really good coming back, and it just sucks that this happened to him. So no, I would not move on from Manoah. He has a cheap, controllable contract. He's under team term for a while. No thanks. Would not do that. Shiny new elbow. He'll be great. Yeah. If the Jays spend a lot more money, then why are their broadcasters still working road games from Toronto? That's just the way modern media works. That's the way it works. Yanks would love Bo. At second base? Maybe. Not at shortstop, though. Anthony Volpe is there. Varsho is too young for a team contending for a World Series. Man, Peter just hates every move that Ross Atkins has made. So you think Gabriel Moreno and Lourdes Gurriel Jr. are better players than Dalton Varsho? I think that's ridiculous. I really do. And I mean, everyone's entitled to their opinion, but I think that's a bad take, Peter. I do. And I wanted to side with you because your name is Peter and you're Greek, but I can't, man. I can't. There's no way you could think that Varsho is not a better player than those two guys. Especially the way that Moreno's performing. I'm sorry, Pete. I can't agree with that. I can't. Is Rodriguez getting a start this weekend or still undecided? I'm not sure. They were talking about it a bit on the broadcast. I think he will be up. I just don't know if it's for his next start or if it's for the start after that. Remains to be seen, but he'll be up very soon. Varsho's a J for 5 years, like it or not. Gurriel Jr. can hit 300. He's not doing that this year. Didn't do it last year either. He's hit over 300 once in the COVID-shortened season, 308. I understand what you're saying, but they're very different players. Varsho's the best defensive outfielder in the game today. I think Atkins traded the wrong catcher. You wouldn't have gotten Varsho if it was Alejandro Kirk. Jays need 2 power hitters at least. Who do you have in mind, New Brunswick, Canada guy? Guys, I'm going to wrap this up soon in about a couple of minutes. Got to go. Have a softball game tonight. But thank you all for the support. About 100 people in here right now. The discussion is running rampant. People are not happy. People are not happy after today's loss. And I'm one of them. I'm not happy with the way that today played out. Baseball's supposed to be about athletics. Why are Vogelbach and Kirk occupying space on the bench? I wish I had the answer for you, Ken. Who really cares at this point? I mean, the season's not over, but I think hope for a World Series is definitely out the window. It's out of the question at this point. I still care. I'm still a huge fan of the team. That's not going to change. But yeah, it's been sucky. It's been crappy. Need to sell sandwiches. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap up in a minute here, but thank you all for the support. Appreciate it. We'll catch you guys soon on another live stream, and maybe try to do these not daily, but maybe once every 3 days, once every 2 days, maybe. These lives are more entertaining than the actual games. Well, I'm glad you're entertained, Shane. I'm glad you're entertained. Has Varsho made the team better? Unfortunately, no. That's your opinion. Maybe not last year, but this year he certainly has. Leads the team in home runs. He's their best defender. I think he has. Luckily, there's enough mediocrity across MLB where you can sneak into a wildcard spot. Some tough series ahead. Hope they look respectable. Go Jays. Shout out to Matt. Taking the positive route here. But thanks, guys, for joining. Appreciate it. Thank you guys for the support. We'll catch you in the next live stream. Nick should be back for the next one. But until then, go Jays. And thanks for the debate. As long as we keep it respectful and we all give our opinions, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, guys. But take care. Take care of yourselves. Have a good night. Enjoy the off day tomorrow. And we will see you in the next stream or